Welcome back to
The Tasting Room.
Oh, you got it right that time.
Your microphone's on the inside of your shirt. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Tasting Room.
Tasting Room.
What are we trying today?
Okay, so you had a drink at Disneyland.
I did.
That was a Japanese whiskey.
I did.
Right? We have many Japanese whiskeys here. We love the Nika.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Nika Days, which we used in a couple of things, and the Barrel, and the Evan Williams Red that you can only get in Japan.
Oh, I love that Evan Williams Red, yeah.
Love the Evan Williams Red. So upset that we can't get it.
Anybody in Japan watching us? Let's chat.
Well, you can buy it at the Evan Williams Experience in America.
Okay, anybody at the Evan Williams Experience in America, let's talk to.
The biggest trend in whiskeys right now and bourbons is finishing. We know how we talked about Angel's Envy finishes in port. We talked about how Rabbit Hole finishes in the sherry casks.
The Derringer does, yeah.
Mizunara wood from Japan is like the new hottest trend.
That's a tree?
It's a type of wood.
Okay.
Yes. So Mizunara is a type of wood. It takes over 100 years for the tree to be mature, for them to be able to make a barrel out
And they're just chopping down 100-year-old trees for this.
Chopping down 100-year-old trees. I think they can reuse them multiple times for different things, though.
Okay.
And so the most...
That doesn't sound very sustainable.
Most of them are not very cost effective, right? So the Rabbit Hole recently made a limited edition, which was $1,500.
No, it was not.
It was, yeah. I didn't actually ever see it.
The member bottle?
No, not the one with Alice on it. The Founders Collection.
That was $1,500?
Yes.
The little
retail price for the
retail.
Good not aftermarket. Aftermarket is like $7,000.
I can't even imagine.
But $1,500 retail because it's so difficult to get this wood.
Yeah.
And so
I didn't know it was made. It was made with this wood.
It was made with
Wow.
that wood.
Okay. So what is this?
So this is Kaiyo. They're a relatively new whiskey. But they're Japanese whiskey, so they do bottle it and distill it in Japan. Then they put it in the Mizunara casks and they send it over the ocean. So it ages while it's on the ship.
Oh, that's cool.
From Japan
You've
to
had a journey
California.
friend.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So this one's a more accessible, if you're looking to dabble in Mizunara casks and sort of get what some of those flavor notes are. This one is called the Sherry. This is the second edition, so they did do the Sherry of 2020. This is the Sherry of 2021. But this is, it was like 120. So as far as when we're talking about...
This is a $750 though, right here, right?
Yeah, when we're talking about like $1,500 for a 750 ml Rabbit Hole, that's
for a 120 for 750 milliliters, that's like, yeah.
Exactly. So if you're looking to get into testing out the waters of Mizunara casks, the Kaiyo is a great place to start for that.
Did you blind taste did you just get this knowing that you wanted to try that tree? Or,
yes.
Okay, so you hadn't had it.
So I hadn't
what
had
a gamble.
I hadn't had it, and it has some...
She got that cupcake money.
I got the cupcake money. I mean, honestly, I don't know if the Rabbit Hole had been there at the same time, if I'd been like, oh yeah, here's $1,500 for that. Probably not.
That's
someday.
You know what? That's goals. Other side of this, whatever we dream, we do whatever. Sponsorship. That's the future. That's what that is. That's the future.
The Kaiyo whiskey, like I said, it's a new release. It's not necessarily 100% Japanese. So they do source the grains from outside of Japan, but they do distill it in Japan, and then it takes that little boat journey.
I love that it has a journey. Yeah.
Over to America. I love that journey for
I love that journey for this bourbon. I love that journey for you. What do you smell when you sniff this? You've obviously already had it.
Yeah, I have had it a little bit. So this one is more, less in a bourbon style and more in a Scotch style. So it is more malted barley and those malted grains.
I smell the malt. That's what it is.
Which we had in like the Nika Days.
Because I was going to say chocolate almost, but I think it's because it smells like a Whopper.
Yeah.
Right? That's like malted candy. This is very different than the Nika.
Exactly.
I know I said chocolate, now I can taste it as a chocolate malted with a Whopper.
But the thing that that the Mizunara oak gives it is that very, like you're talking about, those deeper
wisdom.
Yeah, the wisdom. No, it gives it like those, like the chocolatey notes, the darker fruits.
I just clicked. It definitely has For me, this definitely has a deeper chocolate. I wouldn't say dark chocolate. I'd say like a deeper milk chocolate, but like, I don't know. There's like, honest to God, I said Whopper, and now all I really think about is Whoppers, because Whoppers is the chocolate with the malted candy, and that's why I'm like, God, this would go good with that.
Yeah, but you can see just from
I did not expect it to taste like this.
So a lot of the Mizunara varieties will be very red. So see how the color of that, I don't know if you can see the color, but the color is very red compared with like your Nika. The Nika Days is sort of that yellow golden color of a traditional Japanese whiskey. And this gives it those deeper tones. So yeah, it's very unique, very not...
Well, because all the Nikas, when we tried those, they were all kind of lighter, airier, floral.
Fruits.
Yes, fruit.
Like pineapple, honeydew.
I think we said like they'd be great like daytime drinks, like on the on the patio at a cookout or something like that.
This might be nice in your cocoa.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah.
Spice up those coffee drinks. It definitely would lend itself to those coffee drinks, the cocoa drinks, to the like the horchata style.
Oh yeah, that would be really good. Yeah. Now my question is to you: did you pull this out because you thought we were going to make the yuzu drink with this?
Yeah, I did, but I don't think we can.
Yeah,
I think we got to go back to the Nika.
I think that we're going to have to. I think when we make our drink for Friday that we're planning, we're going to have to sub a different.
We're going to have to sub a different
because we're still on that. We're still on the bourbon tiki summer.
Yeah.
And I don't think this will fit in a bourbon drink or tiki drink very well.
I don't either. I agree. It's delicious, but
I think this is really good. No, this is it. Also, like it sits with me in a way where I'm like, now we've said that chocolate, we've said that like it really reminds me of like not Christmas, but like December, like
fall.
Yes,
holidays.
yeah, like sitting
we'll
the
save
evening,
this for
hanging
Halloween.
out. Oh my God, I bet we could do some good Halloween drinks with this. Yes.
So we're gonna sub.
Okay.
So we're
look for this guy on the future.
We are going to use a Japanese whiskey.
The drink on Friday, still Japanese whiskey. Yes.
But not the Mizunara.
Yeah. That's this is an interesting journey, but Mizunara will. I like to say it like it's a second grade teacher. Mizunara. She was once married, so she was once Mrs. Nara, but now she's been divorced, so she's
Mizunara. She didn't change her name because why bother spending the money? But it is delicious in its own chocolatey, mysterious sort of way.
This is really good, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, of the Japanese whiskeys we've had, this is one of my favorites. Like, it might be my favorite actually. So I'm like. Wow, we did 2 tasting rooms in a row right now, and we are batting 1,000.
We are 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2 right now. So check this one out. You said this one was 100?
This one was 120, but honestly, like Mizunara is not cheap. Like if you're gonna try Mizunara, the Sherry Kaiyo is the cheapest option of Mizunara oak because the trees are so old and so rare.
Mm-hmm. I imagine.
It's just like impossible to get. So like I said. This one, I mean, I'm sure at some point when we, hit the mega millions, we'll be able to try that rabbit hole Mizunara.
Someday, maybe.
But for $1,500 versus $120, the Kaiyo is a best buy in that respect.
We'll make do. Yeah. Yeah, so if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We do also have our Patreon, patreon.com/The Bourbon Study. On there, we do some exclusive tastings. You get to see kind of the full, more unedited episode. I feel like this camera's doing a weird thing where we're blown out like we're ghosts right now for some weird reason. So we're sorry about that. We're ghosts because Jill brought up Halloween and this camera decided, all right,
You're ghosts now.
Ghosts.
Meet
Ghosts for
halfway.
Halloween. So yeah. So anyway, you can check that out. We've got some episodes up there, exclusive content up there. We've done some tastings for up there. So thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, of course, because without you keep these lights on that are burning so bright right now. And we just really appreciate you and everybody who watches this videos, obviously. Thank you so much. Leave some comments below. Let us know what bourbons you're drinking. We need to know. And if it's not bourbon, just let us know. Let's get a conversation going.
Yeah, I mean, clearly we've been dabbling more into the whiskey zone lately. So.
I love to see what anybody's drinking.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
We're going down the I don't think all these other brands of whiskeys are going to be happy that we keep bringing it back to rabbit hole, but it's hard. We really like rabbit hole. This is
Angel's
in there
Envy.
though too.
That's like
Angel's
my
Envy. This has been really good. The Rabbit Hole's been really good. We'll have to do. You know what we should do at the end of the year? Like a top list. We got to do
like a top 5.
2021 bourbon tastings. Yeah, 100%. So look forward to that. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next time.
Cheers.
She said it today.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.